All right, welcome back. Push the wrong button. Bingo usually sets us up and gets going. Bingo will be joining us. He's finishing up the Ocean Springs game, and hopefully Boz will come in here. I did invite a coach, and coach is not coming in uh, on the bus on the way back with a win. So everybody come on in. We have 17 games to go over. Hopefully Bingo may have some highlights, some videos to show. We had some streaks that were stopped, streaks that were going, some scores that I don't have finals for, and that's why last week we got on so late. I'm waiting for the finals. This week I said I'm going with it. Uh, Let me bring you up on the Facebook page to see if somebody can post. Yeah, let me see. Okay, I'm trying to get Scott here. That far delayed. Let me mute the mic here on the Facebook page. As far as games that I'm missing score wise, is St. Patrick, Sacred Heart at St. Patrick. I don't have that score. Lanier at Moss Point. I do not have that score. I believe that's the only two scores that I don't have. Scott, there you go. We're going to bring in Scott while we wait for the others. Oh, let me see. There you go, Scott. Are you there? Scott. Hunter.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
I was trying to fix I could barely hear you. I don't know if it's me or.
I got my volume turned up, so.
All right. As soon as we get.
You cut out, Matt.
There we go.
You cut out for a minute.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't hear.
I don't know because I got your studio on and I'm fine.
Okay, but 17 games tonight. What game were you at? I know again you with the Gazebo Gazette with people who may not know. What games were you at or coverage? I know you covered Hancock County area.
Well, not Hancock County, West Harrison County, but I'm also the Gulfport radio host. Gulfport was off this week, and so I went up to Pass and Purvis. Pass won the game pretty easily, 47-14, and it was essentially over after the third quarter. So, yeah. But then, from what I heard the Forest County AHS beat Long Beach 21-12, and Stanislaus beat Bay High 20-14. That's the record that I heard from my reporters. And West Harrison was up by a lot over Forest. And I just drove up here to Meridian because I'm staying up here. I'm traveling to the Mississippi State. I'm covering for Super Talk tomorrow, Mississippi State game. And so, but yeah, then Sunday, I'm doing the podcast and all the rest. So.
Yes, I did hear that. I did listen to that podcast.
So that was pretty good. That was your first time.
Yeah, it was the first time. I didn't have a script, and I knew it was kind of crappy from the start, but I had some good guests, and it was I felt like it was really good the later on the show. And now that I've got a script and I can ask questions and all that, and I've got some good guests coming up. Hopefully yourself too. So
Yeah, I plan on everything right now. It looks to be clear for Sunday, and then actually I'll share the podcast when you do post it. The final scores that I have tonight, which I have majority of, and then we'll kind of skim back through them and wait for Bingo and them to come in. Ocean Springs, Ocean Springs defeated Petal 27-17. Picayune went to North Shore, Louisiana, won 27-13. Biloxi and I mean, they were playing at home. They beat Pascagoula 21-18. The Iberville, who I said they were going to stop the streak of Gaucher's 20-game home winning streak, they did that 42-17. The Iberville defeated Gaucher. Poplarville trailed the whole game against Stone. I watched that game for the most part, and their quarterback, they had to actually go to a third-string quarterback at one point because Aiden Green, the great running back, he came in at quarterback and he got banged up, but he came back in. They went for 2 points at the end, tied the quarterback there for Poplarville to win it 22-21. West Harrison 34-7 at Forest. Pass Christian 47-14 at Purvis. PRC moves to 2-0, 34-16 at Pope John Paul II over in Louisiana. St. Martin 2-0, 34-14 at East Central. I was watching some of that live stream there. Richland, I took out Van Cleve 30-27. It was tied at 13 at halftime. Harrison Central took care of Hancock, and that air raid that's a little bit trying to get out 31-14.
That's huge.
Harrison Central. I had them winning. I don't have a South Jones. I'm pretty 99% won, but I don't have an actual final, and I don't think George County scored, which is a little bit concerning. They haven't scored all season. In the game last week and in the Jamboree game, Forest County 21-12 over Long Beach. St. Stanislaus. I actually was watching some of that game there. They had the broadcast streaming on Facebook and a late touchdown for the Rocket Chaws. And then they actually blocked the extra point. Bay High thought they were going to run it back, but they did not. And it's 20-14. St. Stanislaus won. Again, I don't have the St. Patrick final. Moss Point, I don't have a final against Lanier, but I'm pretty sure Lanier won. And Resurrection, well, I said they were going to beat Christian Collegiate, just having a struggle moving up from 8-man to 11-man. I said Christian Collegiate would score. They did not score. Resurrection beat them 68-0.
I saw halftime was like 40-0.
I thought they would at least score. So I mean, it's a little bit more difficult. So out of those scores, Scott, as what somewhat stands out? I know you had some reactions to some scores. What do you see standing out?
Well, the overall picture, Matt. The overall picture was how close the games were. Halftime, a lot of these games were a little bit stretched out, and in the second half, a lot of teams came back, like in the Ocean Springs game, in the Harrison Central game. That was a surpriser. In the Stanislaus Bay High game, in the Pass game, even though the Pass was a little bit lopsided after the third quarter, they came back a little bit, but not too much. But Long Beach, that was a really impressive one. Long Beach was down 21-0 at halftime, and then they came back, even though they still lost. Trying to think of some of the other scores that you mentioned. St. Martin, that was a close game. D'Iberville, that was a close game. That's just, from the intake. But from my area, that's pretty impressive wins, at least. I'm really surprised by the Harrison Central Hancock score, because even though Harrison Central, I know, is a higher classification, they haven't really shown anything up until now, for at least against Hancock. So,
yes, Harrison Central. I didn't have a halftime score on that, but they lost last week, which I thought they would win. I had them winning. I haven't even added up my wins and losses. I went 12-4 last week. Ocean Springs was leading 27. In fact, that was a halftime score. That was 27-14, and they did win. What I have it 27 to. It was 27 to. Is that what I had it at?
That was a lot closer than the final score than what you
17.
said.
27-17. Ocean Springs won, where it was 27-14 at halftime.
Yeah.
And they had, like I say, several turnovers. I think Shep there calls it on the.
Yeah, I'm surprised Ocean Springs, especially after last week against Meridian. Ocean Springs didn't take care of business at least better. But, I know Bramlett's probably got something going on with that after the game. So
Yeah, I mean, Petal, is a pretty decent team with their new head coach.
yeah,
At
Marcus, yeah, absolutely,
Marcus there, yes, and like I say, Picayune, took care of business there with their 27-13.
sure,
Biloxi, I believe their quarterback was in there. I was trying to see about getting Scott on here from Sun Herald. He was at the
yeah,
game. He showed some videos.
yeah.
So I'm assuming the quarterback was there for Biloxi, which would make a difference.
Who did they
If he
play
would
again? I'm
start.
trying to remember. You said it. Biloxi beat who?
Biloxi beat Pascagoula,
Ah,
which I
that's a
I
little bit of a
thought.
shock
Yes, I know they were playing at home in Biloxi, which is home.
in the reservation. That's a great football field right there now, Matt. The reservation's a hell of a football field. So
And so who we got in the Bingo, you can come in, can you not? Let me add Bingo up here. There's Bingo there. Bingo, this Hunter
what's
Dawkins
going on,
from
man?
Gazebo
What's up, buddy?
Gazette, Hunter Dawkins. So, he just started his first podcast last week. So, he's getting into things, but he's been with the newspaper and writes, goes to USM games, covers them, and he's all over the state. So,
Oh, man, sorry I'm late.
No, you're good. You're good, man.
you still celebrating with the Ocean Springs. Bingo is embedded with Ocean Springs this year. He does a lot for
There
the
you
coach,
go.
as
Well,
you know.
tell Bramlett I said hello when you see him because
I will.
he's running a good squad there.
Yes, yeah. I enjoyed myself tonight, man. A lot of folks didn't expect that, but
Yeah,
was
but especially with last week, I thought it was in the halftime score. I thought it was going to be, they were going to take care of business a little more, but I guess the second half just didn't show up for either team.
yeah, we ain't show up second half. It got sloppy. It got sloppy for them, but
Were they
they were
playing
able
at
to hold
home
it tight. Yeah, it was at home.
in the
That was
Pep?
at home.
Good deal.
In the Pep, loud. It was. I ain't had no kind of phone service. That's why I ain't even do no post game show with you, man. With no cell phone service.
Bingo. What's crazy about that is that they've been trying to rebuild or build a new field. I mean, I'm not sure if you know or heard about that, but I mean that field is pretty much in my mind never going to go away as long as they keep winning games over there.
Yeah.
So, but
Nah,
that apparently the Ocean Springs School District has tried to get them to move out like Gulfport did. Gulfport's finally going to get out of that crap at hole at Milner that I call all the games on the radio for. But
yeah.
it is.
Nah,
what it is.
that it's like you say. I like it. It's in a beautiful spot right there on 90. When you pass by, you can't help but to see it. It's good seeing it. It's like it's in a good location. And
absolutely.
like you said, as long as they keep on winning like they doing, that field ain't going
nowhere. There's gonna be no getting rid of that until unless somebody gets hurt or something like that. So.
Right. That was a statement win tonight.
Yeah. It's impressive that how they've played against the two teams in the other district, which is supposed to be the district that's gonna whoop our ass. know,
two top seven. They said both of them are 7-18s, and we
But Petal, I've heard a lot about Petal. They're supposed to be pretty good, especially with Marcus.
They are. You can see it. They are. It's just Ocean Springs just schemed them up. They schemed them up.
Yeah, that's Bramlett's best deal as a coach. He's I've seen him scheme it up a bunch for a long time.
Yeah. So. Ocean Springs got one of the best coaching staffs in the state, man. Especially when it comes to game planning and putting it out there. They're one of the best.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Blake and Brent and Jake were tough for the longest time. I got the opportunity to see them before COVID when they were down in the pass, and you could tell they were going somewhere. So
yeah.
So
man, you're not logged in on Facebook, man. Your live ain't working on Facebook.
As not, I can see it on here.
Okay.
I started it and then I hit the wrong button and I restarted it. I'm fixing to look at it right now to see on my Facebook page to see. Yeah, it's your video is blocked and can't be viewed by others. Why?
Yeah.
No.
You're on YouTube, both our X. We're having trouble. This may be an issue on Facebook, and it's possible the stream was ended or deleted on Facebook. We're trying to.
Well, I know.
Hold on, I'm finna try to fix it.
I know that I got a alert that I'm looking at here saying about a copyright.
What are you stealing, man?
Nothing. I can't. It's the following actions were applied to your video by, you can't even understand, ELSOBKY for artistic production because it may contain 30 seconds of content they own. I don't know what content that they own. I didn't put any content on. I mean, there's no music on it.
Yeah. It's saying you might have to start a whole new live.
Okay. Well, then that's what we'll do then. So we can get it on the Facebook page. So we'll just go back, and if you want to start at bingo, and then we'll just go from there.
Start it over?
Yeah, because if I need it on the Facebook page, share it on Facebook and Twitter.
All right, I start a new one.
So
you gonna add Hunter back? You got the link?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be. Right. I would say it's just maybe the same link. It may not.
Yeah, it should. I'm finna end it and start it back.
All right, fans, we're back.